guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So I am finally feeling a little bit better and I am back with another video. And this time I am testing out the Essence Fresh and Fit primer and foundation for the first time. So every time I pass by the Essence stand, I have always been intrigued by these. The claims sound really good for my skin type and I don't know, I just really love the packaging. It looks so like sleek and not cheap whatsoever, even though these products are super affordable. Essence is also cruelty free if you didn't know, so that is amazing. And since most of my foundations are higher end, I thought I would give this combo a try. So yeah, that is what today's video is going to be all about, my first impressions on these two products right here. But before getting into the video, if you're new to my channel, then first of all, welcome. I would love it if you would stick around. We're growing and I love it so much. So if you're not already, you can always subscribe to my channel, and if you don't want to miss out on any of my videos, you can hit that little bell. That way you get notified whenever I post a new video. So yeah, without rambling on, let's just go ahead and get on into this first impressions review. Alright, so I have both the Fresh and Fit Awake Primer. This is a healthy glow pore minimizing effect with vitamin complex and cranberry water. And then I also have the Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup, healthy glow with vitamin complex and cranberry water again. I picked up the shade 30 Fresh Honey. So I am really curious to try both of these products out. They look really amazing, not too cheap, and they were really affordable. So I can't wait to try this out and see if it works on my skin type. So I just looked it up and the primer retails for €3.59, which is super affordable, and it claims it is a ultra smooth texture with makeup effect. Let your skin instantly healthy glow, visibly pore minimizing for an even skin tone. Contains complex of vitamin B3, E, provitamin B5 and cranberry water. Use alone or under makeup. So first of all, the packaging feels very lightweight. It comes with 30 milliliters of product, which is okay, that's pretty standard for a primer. So basically this is supposed to be pore minimizing and have a healthy glow effect, which in my head that contradicts each other, but we'll see if it actually does that. So I'm going to shake it up a little bit. I'm going to apply some on the back of my hand. So this is what the texture looks like. I definitely squirted out too much product, but that's okay. I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Looking at it on my hand, I can definitely tell that it has like a slight sheen to it. So I can see how it will like add a healthy luminous effect to my skin. But let's go ahead and apply it. I'm super excited. By the way, this is a good time to test out a foundation because I have a huge pimple right there. I am still a little bit sick. I am getting over it, but I'm still a little bit sick. But yeah, I am going to apply about this much. It has a really strong scent to it, like most of their foundations do. It smells basically the exact same as their other foundation that I have. So if you are really sensitive to scents, you might not like this. I don't really mind it that much. I do prefer products that don't have perfume in it, but I don't mind it that much either. Alright, so this is what the primer looks like now that I have blended it into my skin. My skin definitely looks very healthy and very radiant. It has a nice sheen to it, which is why I don't think I would recommend this primer for people that have like oily skin. But we'll see how it wears throughout the day. But so far my skin does look very healthy. Now when it comes to the pore minimizing, I don't really see any pore minimizing. It didn't like accentuate my pores, but my pores are still visible. So I wouldn't say that it is pore minimizing, but again, a glowy primer and the pore minimizing one, that's like, I don't know, that doesn't sound good in my head. But yeah, I am really happy that my skin looks super healthy and glowy. So far so good. It's just that I don't see any pore minimizing. But yeah. Alright, so let's move on to the foundation. So again, this is the Fresh and Fit Awake Makeup Healthy Glow with vitamin complex and cranberry water. I picked up the shade 30 Fresh Honey. This is already a downside that I can tell you guys. There are only 4 shades and I have the second to darkest one. And I still have a pretty light skin tone right now because I haven't seen the sun in a while. So that is the only downside. 4 shades. Come on, Essence. I do think that brands can do so much better than that. Even for a drugstore brand, I think they can do so much better than 4 shades. Especially since they're all so light and there are no like darker shades for people with darker skin tones. That really bothers me, but yeah. it is what it is. I just hope they will change this in the future. But this one retails for $4.99, which again is super affordable, and it also comes with 30 milliliters of product, so they both have the same amount. Now let's see what this foundation claims. It says it is a breathable texture with makeup effect, let your skin healthy glow. Contains a complex of vitamin B3, E, provitamin B5 and cranberry water. Medium to high coverage without mask effect. Alright, so I like that it says medium to high coverage. So the finish of this should be a little bit glowy and it should have medium to high coverage. I'm really excited about these claims and I'm so excited to try it out. So again, I'm going to shake it up. And what I really love about this is the fact that it comes in a glass bottle. I really like that. And also that it has a pump. I am so excited about this. Not a lot of drugstore foundations have this kind of packaging and I really like it. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of my hand. So this is 2 pumps right here. I think this should be enough to cover my entire face, but let's see. So as I usually do with first impression foundation reviews, I am going to apply half of my face with a brush and then the other half of my face with a beauty blender. So I'm first going to apply it with a brush and let's see what happens. I'm so excited to try out this foundation. So I'm first going to press it into my skin and then I'm going to start like blending it in. This is a foundation that you really have to stipple into your skin. The color does match me pretty good, but I have a feeling it will get a little bit darker because I always have that with Essence and Catrice foundations. However, so far it looks really good. So this is the side with the foundation and then this is the side without. So far I'm really liking it actually. I really love the finish it has. But I'm going to apply the other side with my beauty blender and see which side I like better. It already oxidized on my hand, so... Alright, so this is what the foundation looks like all over my face. But as always, I do think I prefer the side with the beauty blender because it does look a little bit more natural. I wouldn't say this is like a medium to full coverage. I would say this is more like a light to medium coverage. But I do want to check if it is buildable. So what I'm going to do is apply a little bit more on this zit that I have right here and see if it covers it a little bit better. Alright, so building it up isn't very easy, so I wouldn't say this is like buildable. It did add a little bit of coverage, but it's not easy building it up, so I wouldn't necessarily say this is like very buildable. Yeah, no. I think you can like build it up to a medium coverage, but you will never get a full coverage from this. I don't think so at least. And the color is already starting to get a little bit darker, so do keep that in mind when you're picking out your shade, that it does get a little bit darker once you apply it on your face. It is looking a little bit patchy between my eyebrows, but it isn't settling into like my fine lines, which is good. The finish is a very natural finish. I wouldn't say it's like super glowy or super dewy, but it does have like a slight sheen to it and it is definitely not matte. I would say it's more like a natural finish because it's not that my skin looks super dewy, but it doesn't look matte either. So I do get that it doesn't have like that mask effect. It definitely doesn't. However, I do still smell the scent. It's not bothering me that much, but for people that don't like scents, this is going to bother them a lot. So yeah, again, keep that in mind. But so far, I do really like what it looks like. But yeah, as you can see, it already got a lot darker on my hand. By the way, the brush I used to apply it was the IT Cosmetics number 110 Airbrush Buffing Foundation Brush. And I also use my beauty blender. This is like the swirl version, but it's just a regular beauty blender in case you're wondering. But yeah, now I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup and I'll be back to show you guys the finished result and then also to show you guys what it looks like by the end of the day. So I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. I just finished doing my makeup. If you were wondering, I am wearing the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. I am doing a 2 looks 1 palette and this is the first look right here. So if you're interested in that, it will be up after this video, I think. So keep an eye out on my channel. But I do have to say that I was very pleasantly surprised at how easily everything went on. My bronzer didn't look patchy whatsoever. Everything blended out nicely on top of it. My concealer, everything looked beautiful. So far I am really happy with the foundation and primer. I do have to say that it did settle into my forehead lines a little bit, but again, I have that with almost every foundation, so I'm not really that surprised. And it also settled into my laugh lines, but again, almost all foundations do, so that's no surprise to me there. I did try to transform my pimple into a beauty mark for the first time, which I hope I did okay. I hope it doesn't look too fake. But yeah, so far this is what my makeup looks like, and I do have to say that I really like these. I really like these. My foundation looks beautiful, they're super inexpensive, and everything blended nicely on top of it. But however, the true test is how it will work throughout the day, if my skin won't get oily, if it won't settle into fine lines even more, and just how it will look by the end of the day. So I will be back in a couple of hours. It's now 1:20 in the afternoon. I'm going to have lunch, film another video, and then I'll be back by the end of the day. So I will see you guys in a couple of hours. Alright, so I am back. I already took off my lashes and my jewelry, and I am ready to take off this makeup. But before I do that, I did want to update you guys on how my makeup is looking like. It is now 7 o'clock in the evening, so this makeup has been on for about 5.5 to 6 hours, and I am about to chill and just watch a series and also eat. So I am definitely ready to take off this makeup, but I do want to say that I am very impressed with this foundation. Considering how affordable it is, it still looks... I was planning on using this for the mirror. Jokes on me. So now that my skin has warmed up the foundation, it looks very dewy and luminous, but it doesn't look oily whatsoever. Like, my skin doesn't look oily, but it has a beautiful like dewy finish to it. That's probably because the warmth of my skin warmed up the foundation, and then it just melted into my skin. So it is looking pretty good, but as I said in the beginning, it did settle into my fine lines, and it's still noticeable that it settled in there. It settled into my fine lines on my forehead also, but again, I say that with every single foundation because they all do it. So, but aside from that, there aren't any like areas on my face that look patchy or where it clung to it at all. Actually, it looks so beautiful. I love the dewy finish it has. Now, I don't think I would recommend this for people that have oily skin, because if you have oily skin, by the end of the day, I am pretty sure you will look very oily. So if you have dry to combination skin, I would highly recommend this foundation. Look at that. Now, I have to be completely honest, I don't think I will be wearing this foundation during the summertime when it is really hot, because then I tend to sweat a lot and my skin does get a lot oilier, so then I won't be reaching for this foundation. But for the colder months, now that my skin is a little bit more on the dry side, it is absolutely perfect. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of what my foundation looks like. And as you can see, it looks super gorgeous and flawless. So for my check-in, I will take off my makeup now, and yeah. Alright guys, so that wraps up this first impressions review on the Fresh and Fit Awake Primer by Essence, and also the foundation. So far, I'm really impressed with it. I will continue to use it because sometimes first impression reviews change and your opinions change. So I will continue to keep on using them and update you guys by the end of the month, maybe in my March hits and misses. But so far, I really like it. I hope my opinion doesn't change, because so far this is a great combo, especially for people that have dry skin. I would definitely recommend this combo. So let me know if you have tried this foundation or primer or both, and what your thoughts are, because I would love to know. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe before you leave. If you want to see more first impressions videos, also give this video a thumbs up, that way I know to film more of them. And if you have a certain product in mind, you can always leave it down below in the comments as well. And yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I hope I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.
Say that it feels right.